So if money doesn't respond to what you want, but to who you're being, then the real question isn't what do you want? It's who are you? Because a lot of people say they want more shmoney, more freedom, more ease, but their identity doesn't actually allow for it. So ask yourself honestly, are you someone who believes wealth is for other people, not for you? That you're just not the kind of person money flows to? Are you someone who believes you're bad with money and can't trust yourself with it? So even when money comes in, it feels temporary or unsafe. Are you someone who expects money to disappear? Like it never stays, never settles, never sticks around? Are you someone who believes being rich makes you morally questionable and that struggling somehow makes you good and virtuous? Are you someone who believes you can't relax until you have enough saved, hoarded enough, tucked enough away? Or are you someone who believes that money only comes through exhaustion, that if you're not busting your ass, you haven't earned it? Because those aren't just thoughts, they are identities, and identity is what runs your life. Most people think they are consciously choosing their financial reality. Actually, they are not. The conscious mind is a tiny part of what's actually in charge. The rest is automatic, learned, conditioned, running quietly in the background. So when people say, I've tried everything, what they usually mean is, I've tried everything except becoming aware of the version of me that's doing the choosing. Think about athletes for a second. When swimmers, dancers, runners want to change their technique, the coach doesn't tell them what to do differently. They make them watch footage of themselves. They have to see the old movement, the compensation, the habits they didn't even realize they had. Because you can't change what you can't see, right? Actually, pause for a second, right now. As you're watching this, notice what your mind is doing. Is it agreeing, resisting, judging, skimming ahead? That reaction is the identity I'm talking about. Most people never notice this layer, they just get carried by it. The moment you can see it, even briefly, you're no longer fully inside it. And that's essentially what my work does. My work is like holding up a mirror or playing back a videotape of you, how you think, how you react, how you relate to money, so you can finally notice the patterns you've been living inside of. Most people are still operating as the version of themselves they became years ago. Same assumptions, same reflexes, same emotional reactions. So how are you meant to change your life if you're still being loyal to an identity that was formed in childhood? You know, the only thing you ever need to release in order to get what you want is the story about why you can't have it. That story is almost never factual. It's made of childhood wounds, conditioning, religion, culture, family dynamics, societal expectations. None of it is true. It's learned meaning, and that's actually good news. Isn't that exciting to know? Because if it was learned, it can be unlearned. But first, you have to become aware of the stories you're telling, especially the ones that feel so familiar you mistake them for reality. This is what consciousness actually is. Not positive thinking, not affirmations on autopilot. It's noticing immediately, catching the thought as it shows up, catching the reaction as it starts, catching the old belief mid-sentence in your head and going, I see you, you're not me, not today, Satan. When nothing runs unchecked anymore, identity starts to loosen. And this is where a lot of people get stuck. They try to change their finances purely through the outer work, budgeting, negotiating salaries, marketing themselves better, learning strategies. All useful, all fine, but if that isn't paired with a deep internal shift, you just circle back. Different numbers, same patterns. That's why people can make more money and still feel broke. They can hustle more and still not stabilize their shmoney, or hit a new level and then self-sabotage, or keep recreating the same problems in slightly different forms. The inner work is where the shift actually happens. It's changing how you think, feel, and interpret yourself and money. It's upgrading the operating system, not just rearranging the apps. That's exactly why I built my free money wound quiz, because most people don't even know what they believe about money, let alone how it's affecting their choices. It's linked below if you want to take it. Once you can see your patterns clearly, they lose their grip. Wealth is created by the human mind, and increasingly, money is a matter of the quality of your thoughts. Psychology is to money what an engine is to a car. You can have the best strategy, the best plan, the best looking vehicle, but if the engine isn't working, you're not going anywhere. And yet, psychology is the last place people want to look. It feels uncomfortable, too internal, too abstract, too woo-woo for most people. But if your car isn't moving, you don't start with the paint job or the tires, you check the engine. Most financial problems are emotional at the root, even though the consequences are financial. And once you start looking inward, really inward, things begin to shift. Your inner is the cause, your outer is the effect. There's a quote I love: who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. So in this video, when I say we're talking about identity, this is what I mean. We're talking about the version of you that you've been unconsciously loyal to, the one that keeps recreating the same outcomes because it feels familiar, even when it's painful. And the goal isn't to force change overnight, it's to see yourself clearly enough that the old identity stops running the show. Because when awareness comes online, choice follows. And when choice changes, reality has no option but to follow. So if you want to know what your subconscious money blocks are, my free money wound quiz is linked below. It's like 2 minutes, but it's really deep and it's insanely accurate. And thank you so much for watching. Sending you love. I will see you in a jiffy.